Hey, this is Scott. In this video, I want to show you an easy finger picking pattern made up of only one chord, is super short, and is one of the best songs to start with if you're just getting into fingerstyle guitar. So there are very few songs out there that are made up of only one chord, and as guitarists we have all kinds of famous guitar riffs that we can play that are just little snippets of songs, which are great exercises, but you're never really playing the whole song. And there's something satisfying about being able to get from the beginning to the end of a song, no matter how easy or hard, that gives you a greater sense of accomplishment. But for us, we can use the original recording of the song, which is about 3 minutes and 50 seconds, as an egg timer for our technique practice. Now this is a pretty simple pattern. We've got those 6 strokes in there, but we're going to be doing something with the left hand, which we don't have to do, but it's definitely happening in the song. That's going to be a great exercise for finger independence in the left hand. So you probably already know a C chord. Okay, that's your ring fingers on a C note, 3rd fret of the 5th string, 2nd fret of the next string is open, the 3rd string, and we have a C again, and that's your C chord. Well, add your pinky to the 3rd fret of the 3rd string, that's a B flat note, and what we call that chord is C dominant 7th, or for short C7. So that's the chord for the entire song. In our right hand, we're going to be using thumb, index, middle, and ring. A lot of fingerstyle players don't use the ring finger, and we'll see how that can be an alternate way to do it in a moment. So our fingers are going to be situated over the middle 4 strings. Your thumb is going to alternate from the 5th string to the 6th string, but the other fingers are going to be assigned those strings. So your ring finger is going to be playing the 2nd string, your middle finger will only play the 3rd string, and your index will play the 4th string, and just leave them there. Okay, so we're going to play your ring and your thumb at the same time. Then we got your middle finger, then your index, and then we're going to play the thumb again. We're not going to alternate yet. Then we have your ring finger again, and then finally your middle finger. That's the whole thing. So we're going 1, 2, and 3, and 4. One measure. 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So once you can do that, then start to alternate this ring finger, and that can be a little bit trickier than it looks at first, because that finger is kind of bound to this middle finger by the same ligament. They really don't want to cooperate. If this finger were off, your middle finger, it would be a lot easier, but because it's down, it ends up being a nice little dexterity and finger independence exercise for the left hand. So we're going like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1. Let's look a little bit closer at my hands to see exactly what's happening. Now, as I mentioned earlier, quote-unquote fingerstyle players tend to not use their ring finger as much. They rely more on the thumb, playing more often for things like this, that kind of pattern. And if you wanted to do more of that kind of thing in this song, it would be a little bit harder, actually. The reason they don't use the ring finger so much is it's a weaker finger. Classical players will use the ring finger more, and that's what we're doing in this video. But if you wanted to eliminate your ring finger, it would go like this. Your middle finger would play that high note, and your thumb would have to move around. Your thumb's going to handle all the bass strings now. So we would go your thumb and your middle at the same time, then your index on the 3rd string, and then your thumb plays the 4th string. And then we have our bass jump there. Now your thumb's playing the 6th string, and then the final 2 notes are going to be played with your middle and your index finger. But that is a lot of work for the thumb. So for that reason, it might be a good exercise. But I think for most people, it's going to be a lot simpler to use your ring finger, and your thumb is going to not have to jump really quickly. So once you have this pattern down, your task is to play to the recording of Harry Nilsson's Coconut, which is 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Oh, there's a count in at the beginning, so it's a little bit less than that. That is basically going to be our timer to see if we can get through the whole thing. Make sure you're right on the rhythm and you're playing it right with the recording. And this is a great way to trick yourself into playing more. Whenever you get a new exercise or a small little drill or some technique thing to work on, you're going to do it a few times, but you're not likely to do it as much as you should. So doing it this way, playing along to the song, is like putting on a timer and forcing you to do it 3 minutes and 50 seconds. And you're really going to benefit from that because it forces you to do it more and to follow the rhythm and to be exactly on time. Or if you wanted to play lead over this, you can play the C Mixolydian scale. What's great about this song too, because the chord doesn't change, it really gives us an opportunity to really drill down on the Mixolydian scale, for example, or all of your arpeggios or chord shapes for a C7. A really great way to practice when you have just one static chord going on forever and ever. So get this easy little pattern down, pull up Harry Nilsson's Coconut, and play from start to finish.